Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses related to manifesting your specific person. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to go a little more advanced and actually talk about how you can avoid manifesting opposite results or unwanted results. I had talked in another video probably about a couple of months ago about the concept of heart-brain coherence. So I'm going to use this concept and reverse it in a way to make my points in today's video. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So I know a lot of you guys, and probably most of us, if not all of us, who are consciously manifesting, are aware that we don't only manifest pleasant things, wanted things, desirable things, unfortunately. And what comes with becoming familiar with the law and how to practice it in your day-to-day life and the whole concept of conscious manifesting is often a certain worry, a certain fear, a certain concern that my thoughts, my assumptions, my beliefs, my energy might also manifest unwanted things. And so that can become pretty challenging for a lot of people. For some people, it even becomes debilitating where they worry so much and they get so much anxiety over it that they feel blocked, they freeze, and they feel like they cannot manifest anything. So I wanted to make a video today to help you guys get out of that mindset and learn how to minimize the possibility of your fears manifesting. Obviously, we all manifest unwanted things from time to time. We all manifest undesirable things. We all manifest even downright unpleasant things from time to time, myself included. But having this method and this process in mind will actually help you minimize the effect of your fear and make sure that most of your fears, most of your unwanted thoughts, most of your undesirable opposing thoughts actually don't end up manifesting. So before I dive deeper into this, let me give you a quick overview of what I had said in that other video that I referenced in my intro. And that was the video I had made about brain-heart coherence. Or as I prefer to call it, it's rather a mind-body coherence. And what that means is that your thoughts and your feelings actually align. So let's say you're manifesting a specific person. Your goal is to make your thoughts and how you feel in your body align, agree, and correspond. What that does is that it usually gives you results that tend to be faster, they tend to come easier, and they tend to be much more effortless. And this is why when you don't have many opposing thoughts, when you don't have a lot of resistance to your manifestation, it can actually come very fast because your thoughts and how you're feeling do not oppose each other. And this is also, unfortunately, why some of your fears manifest, because if you dwell on them mentally for a long time and you also start feeling the effects on your body, these can also manifest. However, knowing this process and knowing this little secret of mind and body coherence is actually a great tool to use not only to manifest your desires and to manifest the results that you want and that you're hoping to see in your 3D, by aligning your energy and aligning your mind and body into the state of the wish fulfilled, you can also use it in the reverse. You can use it to avoid your opposing thoughts, your fears, your worries from manifesting. And how do you do that? Well, it's actually quite logical. If in order to manifest a desire or a desirable result or something that you want to see in the 3D, you want to achieve coherence of your mind and your body, how you're thinking with how you're feeling, in order to avoid something that you don't want manifesting, you do the opposite. You break the coherence. So what does this mean in practical terms? Obviously, ideally you want neither your mind nor your body to feel the worry, feel the fear the doubts or the insecurities or whatever it might be. But because I know that realistically, we all get into these states that are less than ideal. And for example, we might start fearing something, we might start worrying about something, we might start dwelling on something unwanted or unpleasant in the 3D, or on some circumstance that might have popped up that we didn't foresee. What you want to do is break the coherence between your mind and your body from being aligned with that worry, that fear, that doubt, and you do that either mentally or emotionally. Obviously, like I just said, ideally you want to do it both ways, both mentally and emotionally. But if you're not able to disconnect completely from that worry or that fear, you can minimize its effects and you can minimize the possibility that it will manifest in the 3D by either mentally or emotionally disconnecting from it. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. Let's say you're manifesting your specific person. Let's say they're your ex and you're separated and you're afraid that they will go out and meet someone else. And having that fear, having that worry obviously creates an experience in your mind and your body. You start spiraling in your thoughts. You start being bombarded by unwanted and opposing thoughts. And you start feeling the fear in your chest or in your throat or in your stomach. You start feeling it in your body as well. If you dwell on that feeling, both mentally and emotionally for a long time, unfortunately, it has a high chance of manifesting. It doesn't mean that it cannot be reversed afterwards, but it could manifest in the first place. So how do you avoid it from even manifesting in the first place? What you do is that you want to either mentally or emotionally oppose that feeling, oppose that fear, oppose that thought. If the feeling is stronger in your body, for example, if you have that big worry, that big fear, that big anxiety that is engulfing you, you want to resist it mentally. You want to start either affirming or having some inner conversations or do any other technique that comes natural to you that actually opposes that fear that you're feeling in your body. So you want to be saying in your mind, my SP, for example, only has eyes for me. My SP cannot get over me. My SP only wants to be with me, etc., etc. You get the gist. And you want to repeat that and revisit that until you start feeling more relaxed in your body as well, until you start feeling that worry dissipating from your body as well. So if you do that, even if in that moment you're not really believing in what you're affirming, or you're not really believing in what you're saying in your inner conversations, or what you're scripting, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's still effective in breaking the connection, the coherence between your mind and your body, both being aligned to the state of worry that a third party will manifest. On the other end of the spectrum, you can also do it emotionally. So if, let's say, you're having one of those days where your mind is being bombarded by opposing thoughts, by fears, by worries, you try to stay as calm as possible in your body. You try not to identify with these thoughts. You try not to engage with these thoughts. You try to remind yourself that these come from my ego mind. They're not even real. They are lies. I am going to stay calm and I'm going to stay as unaffected as possible by all this opposition that my mind is giving me today. And you can do that again through techniques, or you can meditate, or you can sit in the silence, or you can distract your mind with something else. Whatever it is that you do, if you're able to keep your body calm and relatively unaffected by these opposing thoughts, again, you are succeeding in breaking the connection and the coherence between your mind and your body, aligning with that worry and that fear that you have. Now, I can't tell you which one is stronger or more successful than the other. I can tell you that I've tried both on different occasions and at different times. They both have worked. I personally tend to do the latter, trying to stay unaffected and calm and composed in my body and in my mood and in my state, and not identifying with my thoughts. That tends to be my preferred method, at least nowadays. However, I have also done the mental process where my body might be reacting, but I'm not letting my mind slip. And I'm this way breaking the connection between my body and my mind, aligning with my worry and my fear. So this is something that through my experience, I have come to the conclusion that can actually work pretty well in most cases. And I'm not going to tell you that it will guarantee results every single time, because the guarantee only comes from disassociating both your mind and your body from the worry, as in being fully immersed in the state of, I'm not worried, everything is okay, everything is working out for me. But even disrupting one part of the process, either the mental or the emotional, can also significantly help. And it can significantly reduce the chances of that worry of yours manifesting in the 3D. So next time you feel like your entire being reacting to a worry or to a fear, and you feel like you're reacting both mentally and emotionally, see if you can disassociate from at least one part of the equation, either mentally or emotionally, to break that connection. By doing that for some time and revisiting that, you will realize that you will break the connection completely at some point eventually. So if you're doing it mentally, at some point your body is going to relax. If you're doing it emotionally, at some point, your mind is going to let go. So remember this, remember about breaking the connection, breaking the coherence, and you will see how much easier it will become to avoid manifesting the things that you don't want. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.